Unit 3, Learning Target Number 6, Divide Fractions. To understand dividing fractions, let's take a look at an example here. It's really not any more difficult than multiplying fractions, but we're going to remember three simple letters, K, C, F, and they stand for keep, change, and flip. If it helps you to remember KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's fine too, but make sure you remember the order is keep, change, flip, not keep, flip, change. All right. Jason runs half a mile in 1/6 of an hour. If he runs for 3/4 of an hour, how far does he run? This problem is going to have two steps. First, we're going to have to divide 3/4 of an hour by 1/6. Then we're going to have to multiply our result by 1/2 a mile to find out how far he went. So let's begin with this part. 3/4 divided by 1/6. Now, to find this answer, we're going to multiply our fraction by its reciprocal. The reciprocal of 1/6 is just flipping it upside down. It's 6/1, right? We learned that in the last lesson. But if we want a quick shorthand way to remember, we use KCF, keep, change, flip. We're going to keep the first fraction. We'll have 3/4. We'll keep that one. We will change the sign from division to multiplication. Keep, change, and then flip this last fraction upside down, 6/1. Keep, change, flip. Then we multiply, 18/4. Now, we can change that to a mixed number. 4 goes into 18 4 times because 4 times 4 is 16. That leaves us with 2/4 or 4 1/2. That is the number of 1/6 of an hour that Jason ran. He ran 4.5 1/6 of an hour. Now, for every 1/6 of an hour he runs 1/2 mile. So we're going to take this number and we're going to multiply it by 1/2. And that's going to give us our answer. Before we do that, of course, we have to convert this to an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, which leaves us with 9/2, times 1/2. We multiply across the top, gives us 9, and multiply across the bottom, gives us 4. And then we simplify. 4 goes into 9 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. That leaves us with 1/4. He runs 2.25 miles. Let's take a couple of additional example problems just to kind of reinforce what we've learned. Here we have 3/5 divided by 1/8. 3/5 divided by 1/8. Now, we're going to keep, change, and flip. So we keep the first fraction, 3/5. We change our division sign to multiplication. And we flip. We find the reciprocal of 1/8, and that is 8/1. That gives us 3 times 8. We simply multiply, and that's top times top, and the bottom times the bottom. So 3 times 8 is 24. And 5 times 1 is 5. And then we can convert that back over to a mixed number. 5 goes into 24 how many times? 4 times. 5 times 4 is 20. That leaves us with 4/5. And our answer is 4 4/5. Now, if you want another rhyme to remember how to do this keep, change, flip thing, just to remind you, this is another one that you can use. Now, previously we were multiplying fractions. Now divide fractions. Boy, don't trip. Rearrange the problem. Keep, change, flip. So if that helps you, that's great. If not, we'll just ignore it. All right. Now, in this case, we have a situation where we have a mixed number being divided by another fraction. What we're going to do this time is convert our mixed number first and then do our division just like normal. So 3 times 10 is 30, plus 7, that gives us 37/10. We're dividing that by 4/5. Now, keep, change, flip. Keep our first fraction, 37/10. Change our division sign to multiplication. And flip our 4/5, which makes it 5/4. And we do our multiplication just like normal. Top times the top and the bottom times the bottom. We'll start with the bottom because it's easiest. 4 times 10 is 40. What's 37 times 5? 37 times 5 is, 5 times 7 is 35. Carry our 3. 5 times 3 is 15. 16, 17, 18, 185. 185 40ths. And we can convert that back to a mixed number, and that will give us 40 goes into 185. Well, 4 times 4 is 16, so 40 times 4 would be 160. Let's try that. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 4 is 16. And then we do our subtraction. We have 5 and 2. That leaves us with a remainder of 25. So we wind up with 4 and 25 40ths. And 25 40ths can be simplified. So we wind up with 4. 5 goes into 25 5 times. 40 divided by 5 is 8, which leaves us with 4 and 5/8 for a final answer.